Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to the Carter James Ranch. Over here in the corral, we actually just moved all the cattle over here. Got a little bit of a cold snap, so sorry if I'm sniffling a little bit. We've got a couple days here where the highs are low 20s, and at night we're getting down to single digits. Hey, 4907. She's one of the really sweet ones, just like Sweets. But we got two big bales over here for the cattle. The main purpose for moving them over here is really I had to get two of the steers penned up that we're actually taking these guys in tomorrow to get processed. So bittersweet. Love the life part, don't love the having to take them in. I'll miss having them. This guy's really gentle. If you watch the channel for a while, Socks gets a little aggressive sometimes, so he actually wasn't scheduled to go to the processor until April, but I decided to move him up to get him out of here. The last couple months he's charged me a handful of times, and I don't like walking amongst the herd. I always have to know where he is. So taking them in first thing in the morning. Pretty cold right now. We will see how it all goes in the morning. They have to be at the processor by 7:30. What do you want? You just want lots of pets or what, girl? And then I've got these two little bull calves over here. We're actually taking them in to get banded. So the vet is right over near the processor, so I figured I'd just take them along with me. And I've never banded them before, so I'm gonna watch and see how they do it. I just know that when we got Pepe, the steer that came along with Comanche, his castration failed on a band, and so I want to watch them and see how they do it. So I'm sure it can't be too difficult, but there's probably just some certain things you gotta do well. Make sure it's tight enough and doesn't slip off. But so we'll take these guys in the morning. So we'll, like I said, we'll drop off these two steers at 7:30. Then we got to be over at the vet by 9 o'clock when they open, which they're only about 15-20 minutes away, so we'll get there early. But I'm gonna have to hook up I'm gonna get our trailer hooked up here in a little bit, make sure everything's working, back it up, and hopefully everyone loads smooth. We'll get some footage in the morning when we're loading. I will probably not ever schedule a processing date in January or February again, just because the timing. I'm gonna have to load them up in the dark. Not really looking forward to that. If you get in the spring, you have a little better chance of getting some light. Plus it's gonna be cold. The low tonight's supposed to be 9 degrees, so not gonna be a great morning to be loading cattle, but hopefully they will do what they're supposed to do, and those two will go in first. I'll close them up front, and then these guys will hop right in and go in the back. So we'll see. I am interested to see how the meat comes back. We have grass finished them. These are both South Poles. This South Pole right here with the yellow tag, he's taller. He's quite a bit bigger. He's got a bigger frame. Socks has got a much smaller frame. So I'll be curious to see what the fat content comes back on their meat. See how that all turns out. But everyone seems to be pretty content, hanging out, laying low. This is one of our younger steers. He'll be heading off to the processor in the fall. I think I got an October date for him. So, you know, I keep watching this 1858. She's a Wagyu that we just got. She's bred. She is she got a little thin. The gal I bought her from, she said, hey, she got a little thin right before she came over, or the last couple months that they had her. So I'm hoping she fattens up, gets plenty of hay. Here's Sweets, 408J. We're going to be doing some preg testing with the 4 Wagyu that we sent off to get AI'd, so that'll probably happen in the next week or so. But Sweets is the only one I think that I've seen, well, she's the only one I know I've seen come back into heat, so she might be the only one that didn't take. But can't believe it's already the end of January. It's January 30th here. I'm getting ready to cross over into February. This right here in front of me, right here, this is Nona. known as the South Pole. She's pregnant. She's getting pretty fat. One of her steers, or one of her bull calves, is the one that we're taking in tomorrow to get. And then this one right here, 634, is the other bull calf. She actually is not pregnant. I don't know why, but she was not left with the bull before I got her. And had I been thinking, I might have put her with Comanche, but I actually, as I'm saying that, I don't think Comanche's big enough. He might not have been big enough to breed her. But who knows? You never know. But we'll just wait till the spring, or the summer, I mean, when it comes time to turn him in. 96 here. She's due at the end of March, so boy, can't believe it. Within 60 days, she should be calving. Let's see how big she is. She's just a tank. She's got a different kind of body type for a South Pole than some of the other ones. She's long and just real thick. But you know, it's crazy. I've mentioned several times she doesn't walk the greatest, but in the morning, boy, she was running and jumping and kicking, jumping all over the place. So this steer right here, he's a real nice steer. He's one of our bigger steers. He was actually originally scheduled to go to the processor tomorrow, but I switched him out with Socks. So I figure I'd let him. I think we're taking the next two in April, I believe. So he slicks off real pretty. So he's got a nice thick winter coat on. He gets real shiny. So we'll keep him around for a couple more weeks. But I am interested to get the meat back. I'm gonna go buy a steak from the store, see how the marbling looks versus a store steak versus grass finishing these South Poles. I'm also interested to see, we kept the herd in here over Christmas when we had 3-4 days of really horrible weather, negative temperatures, and now we're keeping them in here for we'll keep them here tonight and then through tomorrow, and then we'll turn them back out on Wednesday. Keep rotating through the pasture, unrolling hay. But I'll be curious to see how the ground responds in here with all the manure and hay and everything else. Got a little bit of lice coming through the herd here. Got a handful of them that are losing some fur on them. So, and this guy, you know, he's got a couple little cuts on him, so I don't know what that's all about. But he's scheduled to go to the processor here in April as well. So he's a big boy. So that's the update. Gonna be taking in our first animals tomorrow. So we'll give an update once we get the meat back. I'll do another video on what all the grass finishing looks like. So thanks a lot for watching. Feel free to hit that subscribe button, follow on the Carter James Ranch journey. Hope you guys have a great day. God bless.